Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Geeklodestars. We are back in the building. This is taisworldtv, and this is Buggity Newgate. Guys, if the Mandalorian and Grogu movie fail, is Star Wars in trouble? That is the big question. For those of you that don't know, this is a Star Wars episode, okay? We're going to be talking about the Mandalorian and Grogu, and we're also going to be talking about Maul and everything else related to Star Wars, dealing with the next couple of things that we're going to get. And we're going to see what's going to happen. Because I don't know. What's happening? Because I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get into this. This is something we've kind of like needed to talk about for a while, like a Star Wars related video or live, whichever.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Been a minute. And here's the thing, though, because we have a movie and we have a show coming out. The show's coming out. Maul, Shadow Lord, is going to come out in April, right? And Mandalorian's coming out in May, I believe.
May 22nd.
May 22nd. So here's the thing. What do you think? Let me ask you personally. What do you think this movie's going to accomplish?
That's a good question, because it's kind of up in the air what is even going to happen in this movie, as far as where it takes. I'm guessing it takes place after season 3, because we've seen in the trailer that he has a new Razor Crest and it has like a new paint job on it.
Right. Go check out our trailer, guys.
We're dealing with one of the Hutts. I forgot. Well, it was Jabba's son. I forgot which one it is.
Yeah. I don't know the name, but I saw the trailer again. Yo, he looked buff too.
Yeah, he looks buff.
He looks in shape. Yeah, he looks in shape.
And
still not slipping, but it's in shape.
I've noticed a slight concern, and it kind of makes sense that they're bringing back a lot of these Clone Wars and Rebels characters that, you know, modern audiences or people that haven't seen those shows really don't know anything about these characters. For example, in the Mando trailer, Embo.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's something that I didn't even know, to be honest with you, because I forgot, because I haven't watched Clone Wars in so long.
Yeah,
and that's the thing too. Like, I think Filoni. Well, I can't really say Filoni because this is not really his thing yet, right? Like, you can't really. It's not his thing yet.
I'm not. I'd have to double check, because I know Favreau's the one that's directing the movie.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. So Favreau, who's been with the Mandalorian, he's been doing this for like years now. So my thing of it is, I don't know. Do you think it's like risky to put all of these have these characters front and center for like their first live action movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we've seen certain characters that were only in animated shows like Rebels. We've seen Hera, we saw Ezra, we saw Sabine in Ahsoka, which Ahsoka's another character.
Right. And then that's coming soon. That's coming as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's funny because if you didn't know, Embo's voiced by Filoni.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And originally in Clone Wars they had him killed off, but I guess from what I was watching the video earlier, they said that they reshot the scene and Embo survived. And I saw a clip of Embo. He's basically like Captain America with like he's got Chewie's like a bowcaster, like that type of weapon.
Right.
And
yeah.
And I think he wasn't seen much because it was around that time in Clone Wars where they hired all those bounty hunters to go after the Jedis. But it was mostly like Cad Bane that got most of the exposure, which he showed up in Boba Fett. You know, only a few people knew who that was.
Yeah.
Right
away who that was.
Yeah. But I don't know. And it's funny, speaking of that, Jabba's son has been in Clone Wars and in Rebels. Yeah, in Clone Wars he was a little baby, a little small.
Okay.
So he, yeah.
Okay.
But and it's something we talked about as well, about them trying to get out of this specific timeline of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, and that's the thing I wanted to bring up too, and that's why I wanted to bring up Mandalorian Grogu first, because I think it's very risky to do a movie instead of like an actual season, because you're relying on people that actually seen the show. That's the thing, right? So since you're going to do that, how are you going to bring them to, the movie, the ones that haven't seen? Because again, we talked about this during the Super Bowl thing. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like they're not marketing this as we're confident y'all are going to see it. That's not what this looks like. It looks like to me that we don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to market this really, because this is based on the show, So that's why I wanted to ask you, why do you think we got a movie instead of season 4? You think
honestly, I wouldn't even know what to tell you on that. Like,
right.
It's, and we haven't had, we talked about this before. We haven't had a Star Wars movie since 2019.
Yeah, and that's
so it's been a long time, and
right, and it didn't finish strong either. It didn't, and that's the problem.
I forgot. Christian has said it's kind of like a B movie, like from the looks of it, and
right. I get plus show.
Yeah, exactly, and I get it, but we could be wrong. Favreau did also start the MCU with Iron Man, so
right.
There's also that factor as well, Favreau being the one behind the camera.
And he was worse in that position just because he just started that universe. So exactly. Iron Man didn't work. None of it was going to work. You know what I mean?
And I think, wasn't Mando also his baby as well?
Yeah.
So it's funny how that kind of, he did that in Marvel. He's doing that in Star Wars right now, which is funny.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And, because of that, we got Grogu too, which I feel like Grogu was the biggest thing to come out of the Mandalorian, because we also got Ahsoka, we got Luke Skywalker, which that's still crazy to me.
This crazy reveal, yeah.
Right. So, and that's another question I wanted to bring to you. Do you think Grogu will be the biggest draw for this movie? To get
I think so. He's kind of like the mascot at this point.
Okay. Because that's the thing too, like you said. Grogu is very adorable. You can do
he's marketable. Yeah.
Right. He's very, very marketable. So I just rewatched the trailer. I think I rewatched both of the trailers that we got for Mandalorian Grogu. And I see that they heavily went into Grogu for the first trailer a little bit.
Yeah.
Went into Din for the second one. But they still made a fact to put Grogu in the trailer as well. So I think it's gonna market it, but do you think it's gonna be strong? Like it's really gonna get them into the movie? That's the question.
It honestly depends on that first week of release. If everybody's talking about it, I see everybody going to the movies in droves, and we said like Grogu's very marketable. They showed him in the trailer messing with the buttons and doing other stuff.
Hey, that's a cute part, right?
Exactly. So you're gonna get those people that are like, oh, I want to see it for Grogu, but
right.
I'm also wondering if it's gonna tie into the overarching story that we started in season 3 of them trying to take back Mandalore, or they kind of did towards the end of season 3,
right?
And they still gotta find. I got the name of the creature that they had underneath the waters.
And that's a great thing about that too. That you bring that up. Like, are we even going to get back to that? Because it looks like from both trailers, we're going to get fully immersed with the
mythosaur. That's what it was.
Mythosaur. There we go. I don't even know if we're going to get back to that, because it seemed like it's solely focused on what's going on with the Empire. People trying to back the Empire. Because that's how it was in season 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was like a little bit after the fall of the Empire.
Right. So this is season 1 and 2 where we're dealing with people trying to bring back what it was. Now, we know that the last 3 movies were canon. We know it's canon. So,
unfortunately.
Yeah. So do you think we're going to get to a point where we're going to see, maybe in this movie, the setup of the Knights of Ren, or the new Empire that we're supposed to get from the Rise? No, I'm sorry. What's the movie, Bugs? The first one.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. There we go. Like, are we going to see that happening in real time, you think?
So they kind of started doing that in season 2 about cloning, so that idea was already there of
Right.
them of how Snoke came to be eventually down the line. But
Right.
I don't know. I just hate that fact that they got to rectify, or not rectify, but like kind of retcon certain things of like in a TV show to make sense in the movie that happens later on, like 30 years down the line or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I hate that they're gonna have to do that at this point because and again, we don't know what they're gonna do with the most recent trilogy. We don't know if they're
Yeah.
gonna keep it. We don't know if they're gonna erase it. We just don't know. And I feel
And
like they gotta address.
the other thing too is I forgot at what point they said every video game was going to be canon at this point.
Right.
And in Battlefront 2, after Palpatine dies, there's like a thing that activates of after he dies. He's trying to come back through the Sith holocron or like something, something of that nature.
Right.
And then Luke eventually finds his vault where he has all these items that he stored up just in case for whenever he did demise. And I have to go back and play it and see those because it's been a while. Because there's also a character in there that was an Imperial officer that eventually ended up joining the Resistance later on down the line. But they have, I don't remember if they've even touched on that Iden Versio, but
yeah,
anyways,
that's the thing. We don't know, right?
We also talked about in our chat, Cal Kestis,
yes,
that whole situation. But I'll save that for the end after
after yeah. Actually, I'm glad you said that because I really wanted to get into like the Mandalorian Grogu like trailer itself or both the trailers that we saw. Like I felt like the second one we got, it really showed like the TIE fighters. I felt like, really bringing that like Star Wars theme home, which is pretty cool, because remember, there's no Jedis in here really, except like Grogu, which he's like a Mandalorian Jedi in training, I guess you want to call it that.
Another thing I was thinking about maybe in the Mando and Grogu movie is maybe them setting up the Thrawn stuff. Everybody eventually joining up, like Ezra, all those characters getting back on the Ghost.
Right.
Because
we got Zeb in here too.
Exactly. That's another character I wanted to bring up.
Right. And then we got live action Sabine from Ahsoka. We got her too.
And I said you could bring back Freddie Prinze as a voiceover or a Force Ghost talking to Hera or one of them.
Can. Yeah. Because and I think they're gonna all get together to probably fight, Thrawn and the other people that's trying to, bring back the Empire.
I wouldn't be surprised if Thrawn is in the Mando and Grogu movie.
Yeah.
But not like
not
like as the main antagonist, but more like a setup for what's to come.
Yeah, like because again, we're getting Ahsoka season 2.
Because from what I remember, didn't they say that everything was going to culminate to Thrawn?
Eventually,
something around that. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you're right. I could probably see maybe the end credit scene. Maybe we see Thrawn amassing his army. He's gotten like very far into it. Maybe he's about to conquer one of the planets or something. I don't know. I mean, I can see that happening too.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think at this point in the story, most of the Night Sisters are gone. Right. And the place that Thrawn came from, there was 3 Night Sisters that came back with him.
Yeah. And what's happening with that?
Yeah, so there's like certain things that I'm wondering how they're going to tie this into Mando and the overarching story of what's going on post Empire.
Me too. And
isn't Gideon supposed to be coming back at like?
Oh, I don't know. That's the thing because they never said he was going to come back. But we see the cloning chamber though.
I was just the cloning chamber. Like I remember that. I was like, he's still out there somehow. But and then you just brought the cloning chamber. Yeah.
Right. So we don't know if he had a clone, like stashed. Maybe the real one was hiding all along. But there's a lot we don't know, bro. And that's the thing, So maybe we might get Esposito back up in here. We find out he was a clone. That's probably what happened to do.
That'd be crazy.
Right. But you know what's interesting though? Maul's coming back.
Yes, he is.
Maul is coming back, guys. And Maul Shadow Lord, and I just rewatched the trailer as well for that one
Such a
too.
good trailer.
Yeah, just to refresh my
Such a good
my memory.
trailer.
Yeah, but you know what? I didn't realize when we watched it from the beginning. Um, I didn't realize that there's going to be a Jedi girl who is running,
Yeah.
away from the Empire and stuff. So it
That's the one I had said in the trailer reaction that she was a Legends character that they're gonna make canon now. So
so that was okay,
yeah.
okay. I got you. I got
So in the Legends, she was Maul's apprentice, or not Maul's apprentice. She was gonna be a villain in the sequels of Star Wars before George Lucas sold it off. Okay,
you.
yeah. And
Okay.
so now this is them kind of bringing her back into canon.
Okay, that makes sense because when you look at the trailer, it looks like he like when he's talking,
Yeah.
he's talking to her, and he's trying to come at her with an opportunity, like, "Hey, free my apprentice. I will show you how it really is in these streets."
And
Yeah,
this takes place after Clone Wars. This is what he's been doing
right,
up
right,
until Rebels.
right. So, and but you know what? One of the things I really do like about this though, this trailer, I like the crime syndicate angle. I like that
Oh
we're
yeah.
actually going to get.
I've been waiting for them to show that part because they established Crimson Dawn in towards the end of Han Solo,
Right.
I mean Solo's movie. Then they Crimson Dawn is also mentioned in the Star Wars Outlaw games, but I don't remember if you ever see Maul, but Kira is in that as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Emilia Clarke's character from Solo, but
Right.
I do want to see how he built that empire though.
Yeah, and I'm somebody that I didn't see Solo. You know what I mean? So,
Really?
yeah, I didn't see Solo. No.
It's not bad. It's
Okay.
just some scenes I feel like it was a weird time to get that movie. Honestly, maybe if we had it like way earlier with Harrison Ford, probably, but I don't know.
Right, but
I mean, Alden
yeah,
Ehrenreich's a
I
good
feel you.
actor, but
It was just the wrong time. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
I will say seeing him doing the Kessel Run was cool.
All right. I'm about to check that out. I got you. But see, but that's the thing too. Seeing the crime syndicate with Maul at the center, I feel like that's gonna be something that we never really seen before. We never really seen the Jedi really or the Sith really do these kind of dealings. I like that. I like that. And
You
I
know
like
what's
yeah, go
you
ahead.
know what's funny? Like I seen some clips of Embo, and they were not joking around in those Clone Wars animated shows. He was literally he was snapping dudes' necks. I'm like,
Yo,
holy shit!
bro, what?
And they showed it. You hear the sound effect, and I'm like, oh shit!
Oh yeah, they wasn't playing in Clone Wars, bro. Everybody got it, bro, for real. But that's the thing too, like getting going back with Maul, like I like the dark tone that we're gonna get.
Yeah, that's why
It's
I had brought that up before, and the difference with Maul, especially where he throws the lightsaber
yeah,
and mows down those
like mows down like three of the stormtroopers,
Imperial
bro.
stormtroopers or something like that. Yeah,
Then he catches it, starts
and
just
and that's such a
rolling,
cool thing
bro.
to see because in the game he also does that. He throws his lightsaber just like that in Battlefront. So that's
Right.
cool. That's a
Oh,
cool little detail.
and you know what? But that's the crazy thing, though. Like, has Maul become a legacy character?
I at this point I believe so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you too. I'm gonna have to agree with that too.
I think he's up there with those characters. Honestly, even though like it's funny enough he was cut in half in the first episode.
This is crazy.
The fact that they brought him back in Clone Wars and eventually seeing what he did, bro. He was on a tour of terrorizing everybody, bro.
Destruction, bro. Went to
Including
bro.
Obi-Wan.
Son, went to Mandalore, got the dark saber, bro.
That was insane.
Yeah, man. But you know what though? I like the fact that they brought him back.
Sam Witwer is the GOAT for voicing him as well.
Oh, Sam Witwer. Yo, they need to get that man a job installed. They play him, bro. But this is what I'm saying though. Like, I really wish they wouldn't have killed them all from the first episode. I really wish George did.
It's fine though. I feel like they right their wrongs with what he did.
Oh, for sure. But I'm like, bro, I didn't. I mean, listen, if Maul can sit there and live from getting cut open in half, bro, I mean, these windows out there too.
What one of my favorite dialogues from he's got so many, but it's when Ahsoka finds him when the Siege of Mandalore is happening, and then or I forgot what's happening. I don't know if it's the Siege of Mandalore or Order 66, and he's talking to Ahsoka. The time for the I forgot what he says exactly, but he's
something like that.
There's no republic, you know, the Jedi have fallen, you know, like
right.
that, like those impactful speeches that he delivers, man.
For real, I'm honestly, yo, man. When I think my favorite one is when he talks to Obi-Wan and Rebels. Honestly, when he's like when they staring each other down and they just strike each other.
That final showdown.
Yeah, but you know what? I remember people got upset about that because it was so quick. But I was like, no, it makes sense. Like Obi-Wan had been training. Like, well, we find out.
And he baited him with the Qui-Gon stance.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, it makes sense. They are old enemies, bro. They, you know what I'm saying? Like they know each other. They're rivals out here. You know what I mean?
Do you think we'll lead up to that if Maul Shadow Lord goes up to that point? I only see it going past 3 seasons, honestly.
Yeah, and that's another good question. Like, how many seasons do you think we're gonna get if this is successful?
I think this show's gonna hit it out of the park.
I think so too. Like you said, 3 seasons probably the max.
Now the other thing I was talking about earlier as well in about Mando and Grogu, we're probably going to get some characters from Clone Wars in Shadow Lord, which I'm okay with because this is literally after the Empire.
Right.
But I'm just curious who or what they're going to mention as far as what's happening.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was going to ask you too. Like, do you think we'll see any characters intertwined with Mandalorian and Grogu?
I just remembered the trailer where he's fighting that Inquisitor-looking dude as well.
Right, and that's the thing too. Like, are we going to see Din fight Inquisitors in the movie too? Like, I don't know. I don't know because I feel like they were everywhere.
Yeah, they literally feel like they were everywhere.
Right, exactly. It's just like we never heard of them before. Yeah, I forgot when they came. No, Rebels.
Yeah,
Rebels. We never even heard of these people. You know what I mean?
And then after Rebels, they were just popping up everywhere.
Like crazy. Like they popped up here, they popped up in
Jedi Survivor, Jedi Order.
Like, no. Hey, I'm cool with it because they cool, but yeah, man. But yeah, no, I think it would be a cool synergy if like we could see Din Djarin in the Mandalorian. I'm sorry, in Maul, the Maul show. I mean, that'd be pretty dope.
That'd be interesting if they could do that. I think.
Yeah. I just don't know if it takes place around the same time.
That's the thing. We got to know how long after Clone Wars it happens.
Right. Because I remember when when they last saw each other, Maul and Ahsoka, I was like,
yeah,
that long ago. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit after the Clone Wars. So I don't know, but I probably see like some characters like intermingle with both of the series somehow, some way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah. But actually, you know what, Chad? Let me ask y'all too. How do you want Maul to be in this series? Do you want him to be an anti-hero or a full-on villain? Like, nah, there ain't no redeeming qualities. This dude is a villain. Chad, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, but yeah, man. I mean, which one are you excited for more though? Like Maul or?
Honestly, definitely Maul.
Me too. And I hate to say that because I want Grogu and Mandalorian to do well, but at the same time, it's like my heart is with Maul, bro. Like, yeah.
And another thing too, our first official movie that we're gonna get that's not a TV movie is Starfighter with Ryan Gosling. And
and how's that gonna work out? You know?
Yeah, that's that one I'm more interested in seeing because with that one we're not gonna be dealing with Jedis or Sith.
No.
Which I think that's something me and you have talked about. You know, something you need to stray away from that a little bit, and they did it with Andor.
Yeah, and that's why like I love that we got the Mandalorian when we first got it because the Mandalorian, we got that. We got just focused on a Mandalorian, which we never had happen before.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty dope. And then you brought Grogu in, which made it more awesome because this isn't like, Luke Skywalker. This is Anakin. This is some Yoda looking type.
I just thought about it too. Grogu is gonna end up becoming like 700 years old or something like that. And
oh yeah, that's right. He said that in the
where in the timeline is he gonna end up? Are we ever gonna go back to Grogu after we, eventually Jindarin, quote unquote, pass away?
And that's kind of the issue I do have with Grogu, because you're gonna have to explain where he's been.
Yeah,
explain that. You're gonna have to explain where he was during Rey's saga. You're gonna have to explain that. You're gonna have
I agree.
You have to. And all thing I can come up with is that he went with Cal and Kendall. That's the way.
I mean, that's something we get into now, I guess.
Yeah, just getting into that now. Oh man.
I guess if we just phrase it like this, is Cal Kestis the Jedi Master?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we that's the debate that me and Buggy we saw today. Is Cal Kestis a Jedi Master at this point? So for those of you that haven't played the Jedi Survivor games, it's gonna be spoilers too.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so play that. So in the game, right? I don't know how to explain. So most games, Cal starts off the first game as a young Padawan. Well, you find out in his backstory, he was a young Padawan, and his master got killed, of course, of Order 66, and he stopped training for I forgot how many years was it. It was a long time. I remember that.
Yeah, he took up a job at some ship mining thing or
ship
whatever.
Mining right. And you spent a lot of the game building yourself to becoming, to his former glory and getting more. So I believe, and Buggy, please correct me if I'm wrong, but at damn near the end of the game, Seer dubs,
oh yeah,
Cal as a Jedi Knight. So towards the end of the game, he becomes a Jedi Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get to the second game, you see Cal really doing damage. You see him more experienced. You see him fight people above his pay grade. And one of the things we see him fight is somebody from the Old Republic, which I thought that was a crazy reveal too.
I think it was the High Republic. High
Republic, and that's a feat too, because they don't play around in the High Republic. They don't play around. No. They got them skills out there, But he did have one hand, which I think the thing with him was anything. Right. That's what I'm saying, because I think because remember, he didn't have no prosthetics. He still had that one hand while it out. So I mean, that's still impressive too. That's still impressive. And then he used the Force too, like crazy ass ways to compensate for that. And then he fought somebody named, what was his name?
Ravis, yeah.
Some big ass.
Another dude from back then as well.
Yeah. Some big bounty hunter there or something like that. Crazy. He was out here killing Jedis too. And then it's a fucking Bo. Fuck him. Fuck Bo, bro. And then you find out that Bo is a Sith. But we don't know how long. See, and that's the thing about Bo. We don't know if he was we don't know what level he was on.
Yeah.
We don't know if he was a Jedi Knight. We don't know if he was I think he was higher than that though. Just by his skill level, what we saw, I think he has to be around. He has to be around the master. He got to be around that level a little bit. And then I remember he was fighting Malicos in the first game.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That crazy ass.
Yeah. that fight was annoying though.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Bo was the most annoying one, bro. I was so mad at that fucking thing. So yeah, so we saw a post earlier today, and it was asking if Cal Kestis is a Jedi Knight or is he a master? That's the thing. Now, buddy, what was your response to that?
I think he's a master just for what he went through,
Mm.
And like I said, not Carl Dagan. Dagan was basically essentially the best duelist in the High Republic, and
True, true,
if you defeat the best duelist in the High Republic, you're essentially that next person that takes that place.
true, 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 true,
And
true.
he defeated a bounty hunter from that era as well, Ravis, like we talked about.
That's
Bat,
true. That's
battled a couple Inquisitors as well and took them out.
But see, that's the thing though with the Inquisitors. Like, were they really masters though? That's the thing. That's the thing that always.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's the thing that always bugged me because I don't know. Like, what's her name? June, the one he fought, the main one that he fought in the first one.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember her name.
Right, but you know what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah,
she was skilled. Trilla, there we go. Trilla, there we go.
Trilla, there you go.
So Trilla was skilled, but she was still a Padawan too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But she was strong. But again, she was. You know, I don't know. Because even the big one, the big yellow one, that nice sister,
I think that was the ninth sister, right?
Sister. Yeah. Even her, like she wasn't that skilled. Like she wasn't that skilled to that.
It's just when she did the spinning shit was annoying.
Yeah, that was annoying. But it's just like, you know, that was it. So I even when you look at Rebels too, like a lot of them weren't really like that skilled.
And I forgot to mention Cal knows 5 stances of
which is true. I got you right, which is true.
Stances, and he uses both the dark side and the light side of the Force,
which is crazy. So that honestly, that would make him a gray Jedi, right?
I know people are like, oh, that's not a real term. He walks between the line. But I feel like the biggest takeaway that we got was, and something we talked about in the chat was that secret planet he found, Tanalorr.
Right.
How are they going to tie that into what he's been doing? You know, is he possibly going to die in the third game, or is he going to grow old?
And see, and that's the thing. I feel like you have to kill him. I feel like you have to.
And I forgot in his games as well, they also introduced the visions of you being able to see events that happen.
Power of something, right? Power of something.
I forgot, but and you saw that with Ahsoka in the show. Yeah, I forgot which episode it was, but that was a nice little detail of showing, you know, other people could use that ability as well.
And you know, and that's what I really like. I like that we got different abilities that we never knew you could do, but
yeah,
possible, you know. And I love that, man. I want to see more of that, bro, because I feel like you can do a lot of things with the Force. It's just
and I feel like that's one thing. Mind you, I don't read comics. I don't know if they expanded on that in there. I just know what I've seen on TV, movies, and videos.
Yeah, I'm going by that too. Yeah. I mean, I know, like with Vader, like depending on what you looking at, he uses the Force to kind of like make himself faster.
Yeah,
because on that machine he's slow. So
yeah,
you know. So there's that too.
If the Force Unleashed games were canon, Starkiller would be a fucking problem.
Dude, ain't nobody.
This man literally
ain't nobody fucking with Starkiller.
This man literally brought down a Star Destroyer, bro. Literally a Star Destroyer.
You know what the crazy thing is? I saw the other day, like I saw a post saying, "Yo, who would win, Cal Kestis or
Starkiller, bro?
No,
hands down.
No, hell no. Of course, Starkiller. What?
Starkiller's way beyond Sith at that point, bro.
Bro, he was out here scrapping with Luke, Prime Luke, and Darth Vader, bro. Prime Darth Vader, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, out of here, bro. Like, what? Man was out here just moving. Son, this is the same guy that sat here and held an entire Star Destroyer, bro, with just the Force. Pure Force, bro. Not even. I don't even think Vader could do that, bro.
I've never seen anybody do that besides Starkiller.
Right, exactly. I've never seen nobody do that except Starkiller.
And that just shows you how strong in the Force Starkiller was.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, when you strong in the Force, I think you can do anything.
And it's funny about talking about people doing different stuff with the Force. I know people were a little upset when Leia in was it 8? I forgot which one it was.
Oh yeah, it was the last that I think. Yeah.
Okay, so when she was in space and then the Force and then she just starts floating towards the ship. I know some people have some issues with that.
I kind of was one of those people that I thought about. I was like, well, if she was training with Luke, I mean.
and
she got the Jesus,
such a missed opportunity of like showcasing, those, because they showed it with Luke, but they never like really touched on it with Leia as far as her being force sensitive.
Yeah, like, and I think it showed it in the older movies.
I believe so.
Yeah, because I think it was like
She was like,
Luke.
yeah, I'm remembering that now. She was like
Yeah.
sensing Luke, and I'm like, okay, she's using the force right here.
Right, but they never expanded on that, and they never like showed her fight, nothing like that. And that's one of the things I feel like about The Last Jedi. Well, not even The Last Jedi, the whole series, the whole three last.
It wasn't planned out properly.
No, it really wasn't. I mean, but you can argue and sit there and say that the original trilogy wasn't planned. You can say that too. You can say that too, but they did it well.
That's a whole nother video.
Yeah, that's a whole nother right. That's a whole. That's a whole.
Prequel versus sequel trilogy. That's crazy.
Ooh.
I'd do that video.
I'd do that video too. All right,
we got to rewatch all those movies.
Yeah. But get these likes up, guys. Get these likes up for this video, bro. But yo, just pulling it back to Maul. To Maul and Mando. So let's ask this question before we get out of here. Do you think these two properties will save Star Wars?
I think that'll keep them afloat.
Okay.
Depending, I have no doubt Maul's going to be good because Whitwer's behind.
Yes, Whitwer. Of course, he's going to do his
his thing where he's always he knows his shit. The Mando movie is the one that has a question mark for me as far as if it's like I said, not save it, but definitely keep Star Wars afloat until the Last Starfighter.
Yeah, and that's
I think that comes out next year, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing because what's going to happen in the Last Starfighter that's going to really get people like to the seats and running to the
and I don't even know what they have planned for TV as far as after Maul animation or live action. Besides Ahsoka, that comes out this year, but actually, you know what? We haven't talked about that. You want to talk about Ahsoka?
Yeah,
that comes out later this year. We talked about kind of almost everything except that.
We still got a few minutes.
Yeah. This is something we kind of like talked about since we finished the first season of Ahsoka. Where they're possibly going with that ending. So, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Ahsoka, at the end of Ahsoka,
spoilers.
We see Baylan Skoll at some top of some mountain, but when it pans out, it shows it's the father of the Force, or the Mortis gods, to be more direct.
Right. That's it.
And this is something me and you've talked about because I definitely feel like Anakin has become the father. I'm wondering if Ahsoka's going to take that place next to him at some point.
I can see that happening too, because I think we talked about that. Ooh.
Yeah, because she was also in Clone Wars in that episode where I think you remember it too, where Anakin had to decide which one, and then he ended up controlling both of them to release Obi-Wan and Ahsoka.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like when we do get back to that, will that be the end of Ahsoka's story? Because Ahsoka's like an adult at this point, and she's been through the trauma and tribulation. So, and then on top of that, we gotta get to Thrawn too.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just so much going on at Ahsoka's right now.
She also needs to figure out how to get back from there if she's even gonna leave from there, and that would explain where she's been at this whole time as well.
Yeah, dude, I gotta rewatch things. I forgot how that ended. I'm not gonna hold you.
The most I remember, Baylan Skoll found.
I remember that part.
Baylan Skoll's Padawan went to go live with those Raiders or whoever they were.
Yeah.
Ezra reunited with Hera.
I remember that.
Yeah. I don't remember about Ahsoka. Oh no, Ahsoka's with Sabine. I'm sorry, it's Ezra that went back.
Right. And I'm more than likely they're gonna continue to. Actually, you know what? Now we're talking about that. How powerful do you think Sabine will be?
I didn't even think about that because Ahsoka's essentially taking her up as a Padawan again,
This is what I'm saying. So it's like,
and I think that would be the third Mandalorian that's become a Jedi.
oh yeah,
Because Paz Vizsla was the first one who ended up having the dark saber.
right.
I don't know if there was another one after him,
I
but
don't.
I think there might have been three Mandalorian Jedi's. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below.
We have Mandalorian Jedi so P, bro.
Let me see. Let me double check that.
It probably, if it is, it's probably like in the books or something. I don't remember anybody else being a Mandalorian Jedi. I don't remember, except for Paz.
Oh no, it's sorry. It's Tar Vizsla. I said Paz Vizsla.
Oh, it's Tar.
Paz Vizsla's his descendant. So he was the first one. Okay. So it doesn't really say.
Okay. I guess we can say for now that it's two of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. While not traditional Mandalorian Jedi, characters like Sabine Wren were trained in lightsaber combat by Jedi, and Grogu was a Mandalorian foundling trained as a Jedi initiate. So I guess in technical terms, they kind of are because they're both Mandalorians,
Okay. Okay.
and they've taken up. Well, we've seen Sabine handle lightsaber in Rebels and Ahsoka, but I don't remember if Grogu has held a lightsaber yet.
I don't think. I mean, dude, if you got small hands, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think you can use
yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't think he's ever had that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. I don't know if you know this, but Cal Kestis's master was trained by Yoda, so Cal has those ties with Yoda as well.
That's damn. I feel like he should have
Well,
lasted that.
I think it was Yoda, Yaddle, then Cal's master, and then Cal. So that's that lineage of masters and teachers right there.
That's why he the main character, bro.
He's got that main character
He got the
energy.
main character juice, bro. But
Ooh.
yeah.
This is something we also talked about, but like way back when we finished the game. Is Cal gonna get? Is Cal and Mary gonna have a kid and have a night sister Jedi? It's something we talked about as well.
Ooh, super OP. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Do you think some time will pass between? Well, it did
Oh yeah.
in the
Oh
first
yeah.
and second
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Some time
Oh,
passed.
yeah. I think by the third by this game, beginning of this game, he's definitely a master. I wholeheartedly. Yeah.
And I don't know. It's something. The theory that I showed you earlier today about him possibly taking people to Tanalorr to train to become Jedi, and maybe they have a Jedi religion over there nobody knows about.
Which would have been pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And would make sense. You know, because I don't think you age as Tanalorr, right?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and play those.
Yeah, I know it's like time distorted or something like that.
Some weird
Something like that. And if that's the case, that would make sense of why we didn't see no other Jedi's for a long time outside of Luke training people. You know?
Oh, speaking of that, do you think it's a cheap pop if they have the same actor that played Luke in season 2 show up for like a cameo?
No. I mean, Mark Hamill, we can't. He's older, so he can't really do that. You know.
Well, I'm talking about the dude that they had him play with the de-aging face.
Yeah, like,
or what? I forgot how they did that.
Yeah, no, I think it was a de-aging, and they put some on his face.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yeah, because you're gonna have to unless you're gonna really double down and get an actual actor.
Because I'm remembering in that trailer, he had a rebellion. I don't know if it's currency or a badge that he was trying to find out about the Hutt.
Oh yeah, I think
is when we see him talk to Sigourney Weaver, are we gonna get any rebel information on what's going on there?
Right, and are we actually gonna see him in the movie too?
Are we gonna see the same rebel pilot that we've seen in the Mando show? Like, are we gonna see that dude?
Yeah, the big dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we do because I really liked him in season 3. I really did. You know. But yeah, man. I mean, yo, it's so many questions, man, with this because at the end of the day, this is a big gamble, man. This is such a big gamble.
I just remember too, that Star Wars racing game is gonna have a single player campaign. So I'm wondering, how that ties into the Star Wars story as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
You haven't played Outlaws, right?
No, I played it.
You got to get on that.
I bet, I bet, I bet. And even with that, like, does that even link to the story itself?
No, but you work for the Pikes, the Huts, or Maul's organization. But there are cool cameos, and you do get to work on a mission with Lando. So there are cool
Awesome.
little fun little tidbits.
All right, cool, cool. But you know what though? I love that we're getting like such an expansive uh thing of the universe too. Like we're getting all these legacy characters, but we're also getting new characters as well. And that's why I really need this movie to do well, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh, what do you know the budget for the movie?
From what I remember on Christian show, they said like 144 or something like that, or
So
152, something like that.
so that
Let
means
me
that
see.
we have to make north of that to be profitable. Like that's the thing. I think the most it'll do is get its money back. Maybe.
166.4
Ooh, that's a lot
million.
of million. That's a lot of money. I mean, it's not as much as Avengers Doomsday, of course, but still, that's a lot of money for that, bro. I mean, the only way I can really see them doing is making its money back. But do you think that it'll actually go past that?
Like I said, it depends on how good it is and how many people are going back to go watch it again.
That's true. And maybe word of mouth too.
Yeah.
Possibly word of mouth. So
And the people that don't watch Mando and Grogu, are they going to watch Mando and Grogu and then come to the movies to watch this? That's
right.
the other thing.
Yeah, because you got a lot of them that be like, "Hey, I'll watch it on streaming. I'll just wait for streaming." There's going to be a lot of people doing that. You know?
Oh yeah.
So like, what's the percentage of that going to be? You know what I mean?
Oh, I definitely see people going back to rewatch Mando season 1 through 3.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe the people that haven't watched Mando will probably do the same and then go into the movie knowing a little bit about some of these characters.
Right, because I mean, you can even watch season 2. I feel like, and then just go into it. You know,
Oh yeah.
know if this is going to take from season 3.
That is the other
This is we don't know. So
because
yeah.
the Razor Crest is the one that I'm like, how did he get the Razor Crest back?
I'm pretty sure he got money, so I'm pretty sure he found somebody.
I mean,
He killed somebody.
We'll see unless somebody rebuilt it for him, literally how it was before, which is crazy.
Right. I think somebody did do that in season 2. No.
Well, they made the Naboo starfighter the ship for him. They kind of like reforged it.
He had like different ship too. Like
I actually dig that ship, the Naboo starfighter.
I did too. I
actually have a Lego set of that I want to build one day when I have space for it.
Awesome. Oh, so it's like massive.
No, it's not that massive. It's
okay.
I do have the spaceship from Skeleton Crew, and that one's massive.
Oof. Okay, got you. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up. Like, do you think we're gonna get any?
Man, I do hope we get a continuation of that show.
Me too, because I feel like that planet was too important just to.
I agree, especially the fact that it was what Old Republic or High Republic currency that they were a mint factory or whatever it was.
I believe they said High Republic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it had to be because it was like very rare. Like these kids were just throwing it out like it was candy, you know.
I mean, I didn't mind Skeleton Crew. I would like to continue.
Yeah, me too. I did like it. Yeah, I liked it more than I thought I would. Because I didn't think I was gonna like it. But the planet itself, though, like it's just as far as it is, and that's the thing. I felt like these shows have done really well.
That's 3 planets we've gotten already that are outside of
That's right. And I was gonna say that. Like I like the fact that we're getting those planets now. Like
I don't even remember what
it's farther. Right.
I don't even remember what their planet was called in Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the other planet.
The only one I remember is Tanalorr. That's the only one I remember.
I think I remember Tanalorr so much because I had so many theories regarding that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that was why I remember that. Like
I think also because it was just a huge surprise to see something like that in.
Oh yeah. Because I was just like, yo, like y'all could sit there and be like, yo, y'all got have so many things in here, bro. Like
yeah.
And then if I'm not mistaken, there's time displays too. If I'm not mistaken too. So I'm like, yo, y'all could definitely just do that. That's crazy. Damn. I think they could play it right. The only thing with me is y'all gotta find a way to just make it work together.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping it separate. I feel like y'all gotta do that. If y'all want to sit, I think the main thing that they should be doing right now, because if you're not gonna do a reboot, then at least make something to where you can make this very interesting without Luke Skywalker and the Skywalkers, period.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Since we're kind of here at the end as well, I wanted to ask you the same question you asked me as far as will it sink or float Star Wars? Because I said it'll keep it afloat.
To be, I'm being 100% honest with you. If this fails, I feel like Star Wars is going sink.
And if that ends up becoming the case, is Disney going to sell the rights to Star Wars to somebody?
And that's the question. Like, even if you do that, who's going
is George Lucas going to try to get back his baby?
I hope he does. And that's the thing. I feel like when he sold it. There was other reasons too, but I did read this though, long time ago. He sold it because people hating the Clone Saga that much that he was like, yo, fuck y'all. I'm done.
You said big doo doo.
Jar Jar, get the shit out of here. So I hope he gets it back, because I hope we get what he's always wanted to do with the franchise. And maybe we'll get back to the old canon. You know what I mean? Like, and even if he does, like, I mean, we can talk about this in the Love Live too.
Yeah.
Like, how is he gonna reboot it? Like, is he gonna continue? Is he gonna erase everything? Or maybe what they're doing at Doomsday, they're keeping certain things, they're leaving certain things. And whatever happened in Clone Wars, whatever happened from Clone Wars to episodes 4, 5, and 6, we keep it. Other than that, shut the fuck up, leave me alone. I can see that happening. I can see that happening if he decides to do it. Or just go full reboot.
And that's the other thing too, is Filoni, when he takes over, what his Star Wars going to look like.
Yeah, I mean, because we had Kathleen Kennedy for 20 years, I feel like.
Something like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I know she looked good on paper because, she was chosen by not George Lucas. Oh my gosh. What's his name? The DDT.
Oh.
Steven Spielberg. There we go. Because this is someone who Steven Spielberg trained or something like that. Guys, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. So that's why she was picked for this. But you could tell she didn't really understand the material. You just tell. And I hate to say that, but you could just tell she did not understand what she had. And I don't think nobody else did either. They thought they did, but they really did. The only one that knew what they were doing was Filoni and Sam Witwer, apparently. And Favreau. Outside of them, nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Not even JJ. And I love JJ, but it's like, like what we do? So I don't know. I don't know, my gang. But I tell you this though, this was a good thing to talk about though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was needed.
Yeah. All right, my boy, we good?
I mean, we've talked about having another video, so we'll think about that and figure it out.
Yeah. And guys, so listen, we're about to get out of here, but thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. Please like this video if you really liked it. Help us get out in the algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel. That will also help as well. Definitely comment down below. What did you think about this conversation? And do you think Maul and the Mandalorian will save Star Wars? Let us know in the comments down below. All right, guys? All right. We're good. We'll see you in the next.
Bow. Oh, day bow bow. Ooh, day bow bow. Day bow bow. Wonderful. Dee bow bow.